What it do, family? It's your boy Aviwe, Xaluva, and today we are talking gear. So let's get started.
You claiming that you up next, but that's true. Only sad part, we don't know what next is due. You claiming that you up next, but that's true. Only sad part.
Boom, 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 boom. It's fun. Right. First things first, we have to pay homage to the gear that actually upped my photography game by a landslide. A landslide, a bank slide, a rank slide. Does that make sense? I don't know. But yeah, I want to give homage to the gear that really upped my photography from really mediocre stuff to pretty dope looking shots. So much so that one of my pictures that I took with this camera landed in Vogue Italy. And that is none other than this baby right here. Okay, well, this one's not mine. It belongs to a friend of mine that stays in my complex, and he borrowed it to me because he hardly uses it. So right now I've been using it as a B camera for my podcast. If you're wondering what this camera is that's filming the B camera, that's my other friend's 90D paired with a Sigma 18-35. That's what I'm using for B-roll right now. Anyways, this camera right here is the Canon EOS 200D. I think it's called the SL2 in some countries. But man, this camera did wonders for me. Number one, it's super light. Number two, it's a DSLR camera. So yeah, man, it's way better than some cell phones. But like right now, cell phones are really booming. But yeah, I used to use this camera as my main camera before you know what happened to it happened. If you don't know, I suggest you watch one of my videos up here or up here, I'm not sure. But yeah, watch one of my videos of what happened to that camera if you want to find out what happened to it. It really did its job for me, and I paired it with the Canon 50mm f1.8 STM lens. Yeah, man, this camera did wonders for me. But yeah, let's get on to what I really use right now. My main workhorse of a camera right now is the camera that you're seeing me in right now, the EOS RP. Now, I know a lot of hate has been thrown at this camera, but I really feel like it's a capable camera. So everything they say, I just take it with a grain of salt, which is what you should do with anything really. But yeah, I use the Canon EOS RP paired with the Nifty 50, the same lens that is found here. This is why most of my images and most of my videos have that sexy depth of field with like the background is blown out and you can see me in focus. You see that? You see that? You see that? Anyways, so that's my workhorse camera. Next up in my gear list is this Sigma 30mm. It's a 30mm f1.4 if I remember correctly. Yeah, I don't use it much because it's a crop sensor lens and I don't have a crop sensor camera anymore, so I don't use it as much. But when I do use it, it has some vignetting on the edges. However, my camera does have a mode where you can crop on camera into like somewhat the same aspect ratios as crop sensor lenses. So sometimes I do use that when I really need like a wider shot. Otherwise, that is my gear when it comes to camera, digital cameras. But moving over on the film side, the first film camera that I ever purchased and ever owned is none other than this beat right here. It is the Megatron! I'm joking, I don't know what the Megatron is. Anyways, it is none other than the RB67 by Mamiya. Now this camera has been getting a lot of rave online, so much so I feel like it really deserves it. I just don't fully understand it yet when it comes to like my composition, like and how I use it. So I only shot like how many rolls? 6 rolls of film through this. Some of them are really trash, some of them are really dope-ish enough for me to post. I posted some of them, so maybe I'll show you. Never mind, I'll show you some pictures that I've taken with this camera. So those pictures were taken in this camera, but however, after talking to some friends online, they told me that I should try using another scanning services because they feel like the scanning that I'm using right now is the reason why the pictures aren't so great. So I'm gonna try out a different developer and see how they do it and scan it. And then I'll get back to you guys and inform you how I feel about this camera, because I feel like my judgment for it right now is a bit biased because I haven't truly used it. So we'll see how I move. And then what's next is my second purchase, my second film camera that I bought, and that is a 35mm camera. That camera is called the Yashica Electro 35. Now, to be fair, I haven't used this camera yet because they no longer manufacture the battery that it takes. However, there are people that make an adapter for the battery, so you can use the LR44 batteries and then use that adapter to use it. I still need to buy that. I don't know why I haven't bought that. But yeah, this camera has an f1.7 lens on it, which means I'm gonna get some really dope depth of field in my pictures. I'm still gonna try it. Yeah, so once I try that camera, I'll come back with a feedback for you guys. And then my next purchase when it comes to film was another 35. Where the hell? Oh, let me go fetch it. Okay, cool. So my next purchase when it comes to 35mm cameras and film cameras in general was this Olympus Super Zoom 70G. Now this bad boy I've used already, and I can show you guys some pictures that I've taken in it. Yeah, those are the pictures that I took with this baby right here. I haven't fully used it very much. Like, I've shot how many rolls? 3 rolls. And now that I know how the pictures look, I'm gonna be more intentional with how I shoot it. So yeah, that is the the Olympus Super Zoom 70G. My next film camera that I recently purchased also doesn't work yet. I have to take it to a technician to just check it out and fix it for me if it's possible to fix. But I bought it at such a cheap price, so I don't really mind spending the money on it. But if it does work, I'm gonna be really happy with it. A lot of people don't really vibe with the system, but I think it's pretty cool. And that is none other than the Yashica Mat 6x6. So this camera is also a medium format camera, like the first film camera that I showed you guys. However, this one is a 6x6 camera, so meaning the pictures it takes are square format. Like I said, it takes 120mm film, and it's pretty expensive. That's why I don't usually shoot my film cameras as much, because it's really expensive for us South Africans to be shooting film, unless you're a little rich kid and you can afford it. But my clientele doesn't really want film pictures, so I don't really get much money to shoot film. But right now I'm starting to save up for film, because film for me right now is still a hobby. It's not something I'm offering to my clients. So yeah, those I think are the cameras that I own and have in my possession, besides the ones that I'm using right now to shoot with, which I did say is a 90D paired with the Sigma 18-35, and then I got the Canon EOS RP paired with the nifty 50 1.8 STM lens. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more videos. This year I'm gonna be more consistent. I know I said this last year, but I'm not gonna rave about it. I'm just gonna do it and show you guys. So yeah, see you guys in my next video. Hope you enjoyed this video. It's your boy AV. Peace.